Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's, I don't know, Thursday. It's definitely the middle of the week, and we're just going to be doing another everyday natural look. I have some photos to take for some, business headshots and such. So I'm just going to be doing a natural look. And if you saw my video yesterday, I did a first impression of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I absolutely love it. However, it is too dark. Like, if you look at that video, when I rewatched parts of it, I was like, this, I'm gonna have to go back in and exchange it. So I'm not in the shade number 9. I'm gonna have to be in maybe like an 8.5 or something, but I just put on my usual, which is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. And I'm gonna go in today with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Water Fresh Makeup. I don't think they have this formula anymore, which sucks. It's probably one of my favorite ones. I wish that they had a pump, but you know what? This way, it kind of ensures that you use a lot of it. The thing with this foundation is, I don't know, with a lot of my foundation, it always looks like it's too light for my skin color, and then I actually put it on and it looks really good. But we're gonna take our same foundation brush and then pat it into the skin. I already did my morning skincare, which is basically moisturizer, little bit of eye cream, and sun SPF. I usually don't go out of my way to buy eye cream because, I don't know, it's one of those things that before, I think I had one that cost, I don't know, about $40, but I really don't I don't get it. I don't get it anymore. Sunscreen or eye cream is just not worth that price, in my opinion, unless you have areas to correct with it and such. Ooh, this is kind of warm. Maybe I'm just getting lighter, right? I'm taking off my earrings because it's just too much getting in the way. Maybe, you know what? It is fall, meaning I'm not going out in the sun as much versus summer. So I tend to have like 5 different shades throughout the year, but typically during summer, I don't usually wear foundation because I'm always sweating and it always finds a way to sweat off. So maybe I'm just getting lighter, I never get sunburns or I never get red, My boyfriend, he's white and we had this conversation. He was like, yeah, when you get red? And I was like, no. He's like, when you're under the sun for too long and you get red. This is when we first started dating, and I was still like, I have never gotten red from the sun. If anything, I just get very dark, like very, very, very dark. I think when I was younger, I was able to like almost, this would probably be my skin color, like my whole, not just my face, but my whole body just gets really dark. So we're gonna wet I should really figure out the name of this thing. It's not a beauty blender, but this is the Niacinamide Skin Mist in Naked. And I just dampened it and I'm blending in the foundation throughout the areas of my face. But yeah, I'm excited today, as I usually am, because I'm just excited to create more content, but of course working on my Cacao by Dar business, which our main seller is our dark chocolate tea. It's our best seller. It's a favorite. And let me tell you, it's, I'm fairly new business owner, but there's a lot to learn. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I think this is the color medium. Color medium, 35N. Excuse me. I'm not much of a morning person, or not morning, I'm not much of a movie person, is what I meant to say. But last night I had this overwhelming urge to watch 3 different movies, okay? And those 3 movies were 1, The first one was Shrek 2. Shrek 2, it's way, I remember when I was a kid, and it was still good, but rewatching it now that I'm older, I was like, man, this was such a funny movie. Like, I enjoyed every second of it. So there was Shrek 2, and then for the first time we watched Moulin Rouge, the one with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I forgot his name, his actor name, and Nicole Kidman. And that was a trip, okay? When I first, I like musicals a lot. My favorite one of all time is The Phantom of the Opera. Like, when I was younger, it used to scare me, but we had the movie, the one with Gerard Butler, and I fell in love with the songs and everything. And then the older we got, we watched the 25th anniversary, the live one at the Royal Albert Hall. If you have not seen that and you love the Phantom of the Opera, you need to watch that. Like, it's live. It's the show that they put on Broadway, and it's the 25th anniversary of that show, and oh my god, it was life-changing. I think that was the first time I had experienced hearing somebody's voice and falling in love with it without knowing what they look like. Like, usually when people sing, they're right in front of you, you see it, but this one, he really felt like the Phantom. I'm talking about Ramin Karimloo. Oh, I was obsessed with him when I was in high school because of that. Like, I watched it with family. And then, if you haven't seen The Phantom of the Opera, basically half of his face is hidden with a mask, and he's supposed to be like super ugly when he removes it, or there's like just a lot of scars, and he looks like a monster, maybe not ugly, but he looks like a monster. So you don't even see his face, and he's just singing, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so entranced. Like, I'm in a daze listening to this music. And anyways, Phantom of the Opera is my all-time favorite. So we had access to Moulin Rouge, and my sister and I watched it. Excuse me. My sister and I watched it, and that was wow. I need to look into the history of that specific movie because it's a musical, but the beginning of it was so trippy. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. It's feels pretty dated. It's a jukebox musical, and I don't know. But I gave it a shot. I kept watching it, and then I got it near the middle to the end when things started kind of slowing down, because the speed of it, the tempo at the beginning was just so like chaotic, and you don't really know what's happening. And thank God we had subtitles on, because I couldn't understand anything that they were saying. But yeah, we watched the whole thing, and oh my god, Obi-Wan, you are so adorable. And also Nicole Kidman just freaking killed she's just so beautiful. I can't. I think she's got like that timeless beauty to herself that you could put her in any film, any time, set in any time, and she would just be the same beautiful woman. So I just put on the Banana Revolution in the color light, or sorry, yeah, Banana Light Revolution. I don't know why I keep calling it Banana Revolution, but to warm up the face. It does look different, huh? Whatever. We're gonna put on powder. It's gonna darken it up a little bit to what it's supposed to be. On goes the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in our usual broken brush, and we're gonna pat that on, spread it out. I don't do this directly. Like, I don't put the product directly on my skin because it's just so, I don't know, you have to be able to really blend that out properly, and I'm not the best for it. This is makeup that works for my skin, or that works for me, but I don't really do big looks. unless I'm dressing up as something. So this weekend is Halloween and I'm going as Princess Kita. I have my costume ready. I just need to do some last minute fixes like the day of, because yeah, it's just, that was a really fun one to make. Usually I fail at making homemade costumes. I've done it maybe 2 or 3 times. I tried it with Pocahontas when I was in college, and Pocahontas is one of my favorite Disney princesses. I love all of her songs, and growing up, you know, she was the one that I felt like I looked the most like, even though I'm not Native American. You know, Moulin was like the one of those light-skinned Asians, but Pocahontas was like a darker skinned, straight hair, just, and my hair used to be so long, like the length of her. So, excuse me, coughing up a storm over here. Okay, so then let's go in. Let's set the rest of the face first, okay? Let me go in with what's remaining on this cap for the banana powder. Just gonna go not directly over the contour, but in the areas that I know I'm gonna need that extra powder, that extra security. Bring it down here. Wow. Okay. But yeah, the first one I tried was Pocahontas. And Pocahontas, I was like, I could just get a really big brown t-shirt. I could thrift it and I could just make a dress out of it, right? Wrong. Wrong. Immediately I tried doing it. It didn't work. Like, at least I couldn't make it work. I tried cutting out it so that it could have the one sleeve, made it look a little bit jaggy at the bottom. So yeah, and then it was, I don't know, I just love Disney's Pocahontas. It's absolutely amazing, even though I know the real story is kind of, it's pretty wild. But okay, so, you know, I've said this a lot of times, but I think I got lighter, because I could see the difference. Before I wasn't able to see it that well, but now I've been indoors. I've been indoors too much. Now I feel like I have to, that's the thing. That is the thing. But whatever, we're gonna keep it going. Maybe it's just looking that way on screen. NARS Orgasm, and this is the sample, so I'm just gonna dust it right above the contour and then slightly under. Okay, cool. Yeah, today there's a lot to learn about having this business over here, because I've always wanted to have one, and I don't have any formal guidance aside, like I don't have a mentor. I mean, usually in all the other jobs or even in college and things that I would do, there would be some kind of mentor, but this is the first one where I really have to just, do it myself and go and just learn a lot. So this morning I was watching some YouTube videos about Facebook ads, because I've been running them, but I feel like there has to be some kind of technique to it or something. And sure enough, there is, for, let's say, getting likes on the page right now. We just started it out, but it's at like 36, 37 likes, and we're gonna start somewhere. But it was interesting hearing people's take on how to properly do that. So I'm gonna be working on that right after this. But I found that I look forward to these morning conversations with myself and the phone and whoever's behind it. Hello. But it really is just, it's a great way to start my day. I feel, like this is an easy thing for me to check off my list every single day, because I do my makeup anyways. Might as well just put it in front of the mirror and record it. And I don't need to do any big, you know, this is like seriously my everyday makeup that I do. Sometimes I only wear concealer, but we're gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills wax, styling wax, I think this is called. And starting at the base and just flicking upwards and outwards. This gives your face just like a natural lift. See? Okay. I was so skeptical about this style of makeup when it comes to the eyebrows, but I realized, you know, I love it. I love it. Every time when I used to go to the waxing place for the eyebrows when I was growing up, I always loved how my eyebrows looked at the end, not just because it was cleaned up, but because it would be sticking up like this, and it just made it look more alive. Except on the days where they would thin my eyebrows. That was freaking harsh. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. Set it up. And if you've noticed, I don't usually do eyeshadow. I don't. Okay. Putting that back in. And then we're just gonna do some eyeliner. I need to sharpen this afterwards because it is quite dull. Yeah. I've been thinking about what other content to make in terms of sensitive skin, because I've always wanted to do videos about what's worked for me, or maybe even reviews. So if you have any comments, anything you want me to review or try or know my thoughts on, comment it down below. But yesterday I used Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, and I did a first impression video of that as well, and it lasted for a very, very, very long time. And I would definitely repurchase that in like the fuller size, because I only got the mini lip kit. It has the lip liner and it has the lipstick itself. I can actually show you. And that's what I'm going to be using today too. Okay, so I'm waiting for this brow wax to kind of relax, and I'm going to go in with a mascara, but I can't find, who put this back here? It was me. I did it. Okay, up we go. Up, up, up. Yeah, if you're doing anything for Halloween, leave it in the comments below. I would love to know what y'all are dressing up as, or if you're just gonna be staying home and handing out candy, because we're at that age that, you know, we could do that. Okay, so eyebrows are still doing their thing. I can't wait any longer. I'm gonna go back in with Pillow Talk. I saw this girl, I wanna try it today. She overlined the top here, the Cupid's bow, and the bottom, then shortened it on the inside. And I guess it's supposed to make your lips look plumper and youthful, but I mean, I don't know, I'm not an expert on this type of stuff. So let's see. I don't even know if I'm overlining, but okay. So lightly down. Okay. Takes a lot of focus to do that. And I'm only looking on my camera, so I don't know. Do you notice the difference? And then we're just gonna go in with the same Pillow Talk. This is in the shade medium, and I'm gonna put it just in the middle areas. Let me actually, but this thing stays on. I really, really love this. It doesn't irritate my skin. I have very sensitive skin. It's eczema prone. From time to time, it pops up on my mouth, which is not fun at all to deal with. But you know what? I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera. I think I'm gonna do it a little bit more detailed today, but thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like and comment down below on what other videos you'd like to see, and I'll see you all in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.